Last Danny Phantom Week video. This is kind of sad, but Boy Daily Reacts TV here, and welcome back to the final day of Danny Phantom Week. Every second week of May from now on, I'll be talking about my favorite ghost fighting superhero, Danny Phantom. This was a last minute thing, and basically this was an idea that TV Bean has given to me when I told him about Danny Phantom Week. He was the one that helped me with the Sam Manson video that I've done on the channel. But if you guys want to check out my other previous Danny Phantom content I did before Danny Phantom Week, go check them out. If you guys also want to check out my very first Danny Phantom Week from this week, go check out my review of Danny Phantom Fair Game, the graphic novel. Love that book so much. But yeah, this is something that was very heavily brought up to me by TV Bean, is what do I want for a revival for Danny Phantom? Now, I did a video prior to this, what I want for a live-action Danny Phantom film. Good video, hard work, took a long time to do this, but we're doing it again here. I have nothing written down, so here we go. Starting off, what I really want from a Danny Phantom revival is basically I want, to believe it or not, it's set after the events of Danny Phantom Season 3. Basically following, believe it or not, give me a second, basically following these two graphic novels right here, Glitch in Time and Fair Game. So basically, if you guys could do this with the books, like you're doing with the books, I think it would be a good time to have those be episodes or itself movies. So I think, first of all, first two episodes should be set like the graphic novels or that Gabriella Epstein is in. So yeah, that's number one what I want for a Danny Phantom, Danny Phantom revival. Number two, I want to keep this for kids. I don't want to do what iCarly did where they made it more adultish and everything, I want it to be what kids can sit down and watch. Hayden and Gage actually watched Danny Phantom. They enjoy the show. They love it for what it was. So keep it what it is, as a kid's show. Not as an adult. Don't make it like an adult show, like Henry Danger the movie did. They kept it for kids, but there's some adults that still watched Henry Danger. So, kind of like that. Number two thing I want for a Danny Phantom revival, number three thing I want for a Danny Phantom revival is to create new, fresh, threatening villains. We don't need to reuse the same villains over and over again, but I want new, threatening, and loving characters, villains that we could actually sit down and hear their monologue and understand where they're coming from. I think it would be a lot of fun to see that in a revival Danny Phantom show, obviously. 100%. And the final thing I want for a revival Danny Phantom season, keep everything the comedy, everything. And that's basically it. Yeah, there's nothing much I could say that I want for a revival Danny Phantom. I want it to be the same. I want it to follow the graphic novels as well. So I know this Danny Phantom Week video is a little bit shorter than the other ones, but oh well. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for having me have this first Danny Phantom Week. I cannot thank you guys enough. Danny Phantom's always been a big privilege in my life. Talking about Danny Phantom's always been a lot of fun, obviously. And to talk about a Danny Phantom revival and just talk about Danny Phantom in general. This YouTube channel would not be the same if I had not talked about Danny Phantom all the time. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. And if this year's Danny Phantom Week does super well, I will get a Danny Phantom tattoo on my arm. Yep, I will. I will probably tell my mom this too. But yeah, make sure you smack the like button, press the red button, which is subscribe, notifications, be notified every video I make. Links in the description to Daily Reacts Gaming, Daily Reacts TV, Daily Reacts Productions, Tyler and Bodie, Mojo Entertainment, the Discord server, Instagram, TikTok. As always, I'm Daily Reacts. Take care, you guys.